Hey guys, and welcome to my new video. So today's video is all about my septum piercing. I got it done last November, so it's been a while, but I decided to just now make this video so I could actually talk about my experience also with the healing and stuff. So let's get started. So first I want to talk about the piercer and like the studio and how to pick a good studio and what my experience with my studio was. So I will have the link to my piercing studio down below where I went. They're awesome. Other than that, just make sure you do good research. Ask friends if you have friends that have piercings where they got them done. Also, if you find a place that you want to try or whatever, check it out before you make an appointment. I did the same thing. I asked my friend where she got hers done. She told me that this place or whatever, and I went there and I asked them if they could show me the place so I could like verify that it's hygienic and professional and all that stuff. So I did that and I loved the place and I made an appointment. So if you want to do that, that's awesome, that's great, because that way you will feel a lot more comfortable going into your appointment. Now about the piercing studio I went to, as I said, I will have it linked down below because it's awesome and you should check it out if you are in the area. Basically the piercer, he has a degree in medicine as far as I know. Like, he knows a lot about the human body and he's a professional. He's definitely a professional. And the studio is also like, it's piercing only. It's not like a tattoo and piercing place. No, it's full-on piercing, so that's also great. And I think the piercer, he works with the government sometimes in making sure that other studios are up to standard. So that just kind of shows how much he knows about piercing. So that's why I chose this piercing studio and I was very happy. So yeah. Now I want to talk about the piercing itself, like the process and how the pain was and all that stuff. So okay, so first of all, it's really important that you have a good piercer, especially if you're gonna get your septum pierced, because if the piercer doesn't hit the right spot and he accidentally pierces cartilage, it can hurt really bad, and it can also it might not even heal. Like, it might take super duper long to heal if he doesn't find the right spot. So going to a piercing studio that is very professional and where the piercer has a lot of knowledge is really important, I think, because for me, for example, my piercer, he hit the right spot and I had no pain whatsoever. So now about the piercing process itself. Basically I went in, he sat me down, he explained some things to me, then he sprayed a numbing spray on the insides of my nose. While that worked, he explained some more about cleaning the piercing and what to look out for and blah blah. After a few minutes my nose was numb, and he did the actual piercing. He pierced my nose with a needle, then he put the jewelry in and it was done. I was done in 10 minutes. I didn't feel any pain because of the numbing spray, but also because he's a really good piercer. I didn't bleed, nothing bled. I didn't cry, even though that's normal. If he said that I might have tears coming out of my eyes even if I don't want it to, that's just anatomy or whatever, I don't know, don't ask me. But that didn't happen for me. So basically I was done after 10 minutes. It was totally fine. When the jewelry was in, he explained some more, and he also told me to make an appointment after 6 weeks to get the jewelry changed. But other than that, I was done and I was on my way to university. After an hour, the numbing spray kind of wore off and I started to feel a little sting, but it was really no big deal. It was fine. The next day I didn't really feel anything anymore. So now I want to talk about the healing and cleaning. So first of all, for the first 3 weeks you have to clean your piercing twice a day. You have to use a cleaning spray that you spray on both sides, let it sit for 30 seconds. Then you use a paper towel also with the same spray and kind of try to wipe off any I don't know, whatever might collect dirt or whatever. And then you could use like a gel and just slightly move your piercing to get the gel into the piercing. I don't know how to explain it in English, but like your piercer will probably explain exactly how you should clean your piercing, so definitely listen to him or her. But yeah, after those first 3 weeks of cleaning it twice a day, you will switch to cleaning it once a day for another 3 weeks. And after those 6 weeks of cleaning, you will go back in and change the jewelry, because for some reason you're not allowed, or you shouldn't leave the first like jewelry in. I forgot to mention that obviously your hands need to be clean. Like if you're gonna clean your piercing, you have to have washed your hands and sanitized your hands and all that stuff, so clean hands, that's super important. Also, like, unless you're cleaning your piercing, try not to touch it. Try not to touch it at all. That was really hard for me because I noticed that I touch my nose a lot. Like my nose gets itchy and I just do this and I touch my piercing without intending to, so that's gonna be really hard, not touching your piercing. For me also, like, for some reason I would, like, the first week or the first 2 weeks, I would wake up in the middle of the night with a pain in my nose because while I was asleep I punched myself in the face, and that happened more than once. I don't know why, but when I'm sleeping, I always kind of like punch myself in the face, and that really hurt. Also, like when I'm taking the shower and I'm like washing my face and I'm doing this, I sometimes forget that I have a piercing and I pull on it like really hard, and that hurts. So it's all those like everyday things you don't really think about, but once you have a piercing, you will think about it because it could really hurt. Okay, so the big question, would I get my septum pierced again? Yes, I would. I would definitely do it again. I really like it. I really like the look of it, but I also like that, you know, especially if you have an open ring like I have right now, you can just pop it in and no one will notice, no one will see it, and I think that's pretty handy. Like that's really nice to have when you have a piercing. You might have an interview and you might want to pop it in, or like for me, whenever I visit my grandma, I just pop it in because she would probably like die if she saw this, but you know, it's just great to have it. I like it a lot. I definitely recommend it. The pain was no big deal for me. I'm always gonna say for me because everybody's different. So I don't know if you're gonna have like a ton of pain, but I didn't, so I'm really happy for that. But yeah, that is basically it with this video. I hope you liked it. If you have any more questions, leave them down below and I will try to answer them, but I'm not a professional and I don't even know that much about piercings. Like, I don't even know the size of my ring or anything, so... But if you have any more questions about like the experience itself, I can definitely answer those. So yeah, that's it, and I will see you very soon. Bye!